Hey guys, uh, so this is of the NECA Toys Kessler Werewolf from An American Werewolf in London. Now, if you haven't seen that movie, An American Werewolf in London, it is one of the best horror movies ever. Like, the special effects are really good, and the transformation scene where David Kessler turns into the werewolf is one of the best showcases of practical effects I have ever seen since John Carpenter's The Thing. This is an incredibly detailed figure as well. I mean, the crappy camera on this tablet doesn't really do the detail justice. As you can see the ribs there on the side, and you can also see how gangly the limbs are. Like, the limbs on this figure are super long and thin, which kind of makes sense. It's supposed to look like if a human form or body was mangled up and put back together into the form of a wolf like creature. You can see how there is a tiny little tail on the back. And you can see how there's less hair on the paws, which kind of hints at sort of human origin there. Now, the body of this figure is made out of a softer plastic. See, I can squish this and move it around, which kind of helps with posing. It helps with posing the limbs around. And this thing has really good posability. Here, I'll show you. So, the arms move forward and back. The elbow moves forward and back like that. The wrist moves forward and back. The fingers are forward and back like that. They're on a hinge, the wrist and fingers. The arm can swivel. Also, the arm can go in and out. Really wish they did a ball joint on the wrist instead of a swivel and a hinge. Would have really helped with posing the arms to be wide like that. But anyways, the legs, they move forward and back. Same with the knees. They move back that far, forward that far. And the ankles, they move forward that far and back that far. And the toes move forward that far and back that far. So you could probably get this in a running pose, kind of like that, but more stable. Yeah, see? Now it looks like it's running. And the head moves side to side and up and down, and the middle of the body moves side to side and twists and up slightly and down slightly. So you can get so many poses out of this. It is crazy. Now, also, there are some, well, accessories to this. Like, well, there is one accessory to this. The head. There's an alternate head. I've had the roaring head on. This roaring head is really cool. You can see that there's blood on the teeth and in the mouth, which makes it look like it just killed something. The only issue I have is that one of the eyes is not facing the same direction as the other one. Little paint mishap there. I'm sure it's hard to capture on the camera, but you might be able to see that one of the pupils is facing a different direction than one of the other eyes. Now, it is a small detail, but it is still noticeable when you look close to it. Still a cool looking alternate head, though. Now, to replace the head, you must take it off like that. See, there's a ball joint here, 2 ball joints on a strut. And there is a plastic piece that's meant to fit here so that it looks better once the head is on. It's really hard to put this head on as opposed to the roaring head. Trying to... There we go. See, now that I've put that head on, you can see it here. You can see how they have a glossier finish on the gums, nose, and eyes that make it look wet. You can also probably see that on the alternate roaring face too. You can see it's shinier. But all in all, this is a really great figure. And it only comes to around, like, I don't know how much, but it's like $20 or $30. And that is a great price for this pretty solid figure right here. Give it a good boy pat. So, I highly suggest it. It's like a 9 out of 10. Would have given it a 9.5 out of 10 if the eyes on the roaring head weren't lazy. So, anyways, bye.